Welcome back to The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Chapter 2, we're going to be breaking this down because how important this is. How important to understand that you're living in a simulation, that it's not actually real. And this chapter, Consciousness, lets us know how we control our reality and what the fundamental basis is and what you need to know. Because as soon as you start knowing and understanding this and seeing the glitches in the simulation in your world, you're going to start being able to change everything because what you consent to being true will instantly shift. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. And like I said before, I want to cover these. I'm covering these chapters very quickly, but I am covering them in length, in extreme detail in my school community, which the link is in the description if you want to check that out as well and get a little bit further into this. If you're really just kind of dabbling into it, then this will be enough for you. But if you're really trying to extract all the information and really make some huge changes, I encourage you to join the school community. We have about 1,000 members too. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Chapter 2, Consciousness. It is only by a change of consciousness, by actually changing your concept of yourself, that you can build more stately mansions. The manifestations of higher and higher concepts of self. By manifesting is meant experiencing the results of these concepts in your world. It is of vital importance to understand clearly just what consciousness is, what the simulation is. The reason lies in the fact that consciousness is the one and only reality. The simulation is the one and only reality, is the first and only cause substance of the phenomena of life. Nothing has existence for you except through the consciousness that you have of it. Therefore, it is to consciousness you must turn, for it is the only foundation on which the phenomena of life can be explained. If we accept the idea of a first cause, which you have to really, it would follow that the evolution of that cause could never result in anything foreign to itself. That is, if the first cause substance is light, all its evolutions, fruits, and manifestations would remain light. But seeing that the first cause substance is consciousness, all its evolutions, fruits, and phenomena of life must remain consciousness. So everything that you experience and you see within consciousness, within the simulation, is itself. It's a hologram. That's what it proves. If the first cause substance is a hologram, is there anything within the hologram that's not the hologram? Everything within the hologram is part of the projection. There's nothing different. There's no separation with anything, but it's an illusion of separateness within a hologram, okay? A hologram, you can see it. There's things that look separately, like having VR goggles on. You're looking at your world. You're walking through virtual reality, and things look, but when you get to them and you can put your hand through them, they're not really solid. It's not a solid reality. This is a more complex version of that virtual reality, but it's the same thing. And if there's a first cause substance being consciousness, nothing can be foreign to itself. You are a part of consciousness. Your body is part of consciousness. It's dual-natured, but that's a whole other topic we have to get into. All right, explaining all that. So the first cause substance being consciousness, all its evolutions, fruits, and phenomena of life must remain consciousness. All that could be observed will be a higher or lower form or variation of the same thing. Everything's the same thing. It's just a higher or lower form or variation of the same thing. So in other words, if your consciousness is the only reality, it must also be the only substance. The only substance is consciousness. Consequently, what appears to you as circumstances, conditions, and even material objects is really only the product of your own consciousness. Nature, then, as a thing or a complex of things external to your mind, must be rejected. Your world, nature, the simulation, then as a thing, like if you think the simulation is external to your mind, then that's totally false. Like that's what you were raised to believe, that this world is a world that you're living in. The world is actually living within you. The simulation is actually within you. So your world as a thing or a complex of things external to your own brain or your own mind has to be rejected. Everything is contained within your own mind. Everything in your world that you see, all the material objects, everything within it is contained actually within your own mind. It's not real. It's in your own mind. It has to be rejected as anything existing outside of your own mind. All right, so and that's why understanding consciousness is important for to change what you consent to being true of your world by understanding the truth of your world. You and your environment cannot be regarded as existing separately. You and your world are one. Therefore, you must turn from the objective appearance of things to the subjective center of things, your consciousness, going within yourself. You have an issue, you want to change something in your world? Go within yourself. That's where true change happens. Because the outside world lives within you. The simulation lives within you, and it's being projected outwards as a video game and a hologram. If you want to change something in your world, you go to the source, your mind. Nothing is contained outside of your own mind. All right, so therefore you must turn from the objective appearance of things to the subjective center of things, your consciousness. If you truly desire to know the cause of the phenomena of life and how to use this knowledge to realize your fondest dreams, you must do that. In the midst of the apparent contradictions, antagonisms, and contrasts of your life, there is only one principle at work. One thing creating it all. Only your consciousness operating it. Your mind. That's it. Your world is being controlled, and the only thing at work is your mind that's creating everything.